My grandmother is the typical matriarch of the family. She is really strong, really strict, and really stern. About 5 years ago, she had a fall. Resulting from that, she was bedridden and she couldn't walk, and so she started to live with us. That many years ago, the doctor told us she only had about like 3 to 6 months to live, and so we were prepared. We were mentally prepared for her to not be with us, but lo and behold, she survived. And not only she survived, she went on to live for many years. So her passing away during MCO was really the last thing on our minds. Our nation was in a state of chaos. Now we have to deal with, what are we to do? Do we call an ambulance? Do we go and report to the police? Do we call the undertaker? Do we plan for a funeral? Do we not plan for a funeral? Who can come over to our house? So we didn't know. There was no clear guidelines. Within an hour, all our family came over to our house. We were kind of in a state of shock, not the fact that she passed away, but the fact that even though we saw it coming, we weren't prepared for it when it actually happened. And also now with the extra burden of what do we do, because we don't want to be parties of an illegal gathering, but at the same time we want to honor the matriarch of our family. But we had good memories. That was one time where it really united our family together as one, even though times were so unprecedented and we didn't know what was going on, but we knew we had family. So the next day, we were taking it hour by hour. The burial plot, the people were updating us hourly whether they could dig up the cement in time. So we started with 3 o'clock, and we were just taking it hour and hour, and there was a lot of just WhatsApps flying around, right? Because there's so many people to update, there's so many groups to update. Everybody wanted to be part of it, and that's the beauty of community. And so all family, about 30 to 40 of her children and her grandchildren, and her great-grandchildren, they had all the little ones, came together at the burial plot. We sang a few songs. We sang her favorite song in Hokkien, Hold My Hand, Kan Wai Chiu, and it was really great. But the one thing that was clearly very evident is that she has a son. One of my uncles is currently residing as a PR in Australia, and he couldn't make it back in time. And we also have cousins, her grandchildren, who were all residing abroad. And in fact, one of her favorite grandchildren, we always say with no apologies, we know this, her favorite granddaughter, whom she raised from birth, is also residing in Australia, and she was heavily pregnant, and so she couldn't come back as well. They were really deeply saddened, and they were more saddened of the fact that they cannot be there in times where it's needed the most. We did the next thing we thought was best, which was we went live. And to our surprise, like hundreds of people tuned in. The beauty was that, you know, in Chinese culture, we do give a token and we do give money whenever someone passes away. And we were so surprised that even though we did not have a wake service, so many people, friends and family everywhere, were asking for our bank account details to bank in baking money, to bank in some money. It's not like we needed it because we did not have really great expenses, but they just wanted to show their support, and that is how they could be present for us. And our family was just so touched. After her burial, we had a small immediate family dinner in our house where we just cook up simple meals and sit around the table and just share laughter and share stories of Ama's life, and just looking around at the legacy she has left. She has left us with so much possessions, not materially, but so much joy in our hearts, so much peace in our lives. And that is truly who our grandma is. That is truly who Amma is to us.